Welcome to Ben Talks Money. Here we discuss stocks, investments, ETFs, and personal finance.
Hello there and welcome back to Ben Talks Money. My name is Ben. I have an MBA in Finance and Management. I have been trading for the past 8 years and I'm a full-time options trader. In this video, we'll take a look at 6 stocks that we are looking to buy this week and a few other stocks that we are watching the levels. So what we'll do is that we will take a look at the daily chart to see the levels that we will be entering for a long or short position. But in my case, mostly I'll be doing it with the options because I'm a full-time options trader. So if you are new here, I would love to invite you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and please humbly help me grow the channel. Let's get started. The first stock that we are taking a look at this week is Sofi. We are actively looking at Sofi this week because if you look at the daily chart, this stock has been going down for 6 straight days. And on Friday, it touched and held the 50-day SMA. And what we are watching for on Sofi is if we open Monday and this stock holds above the 50-day SMA and we see some buying volume coming in, we will start a position. It will be a starter position on Sofi. But if it breaks below the 50 SMA, which is right now around 25 area, 25, 20 area, if it breaks below it, then we would definitely have to be a little bit more patient and wait for this stock around $24. See a little bit of a consolidation around this level right here. So that will be the play for Sofi, a hold of 25, which is the 50-day SMA. For a possible long, if it breaks, we are going to wait a little bit to see where the stock falls. And the second stock that we are taking a look at this week is QuantumScape. This stock was on our watch list last week and it made an incredible move. We were watching this stock around $12. You can check on the video from last week. It was on there, a hold of $12. This stock held the support nicely and it pushed back all the way from $12 to $16.50. Which was an incredible over 25% move. If you catch it, congratulations. So this week, what we are watching is for QS to hold above $16. If this stock holds above $16, we have a room to go on the daily chart all the way to 18. And after that, $20. So QS, a hold of $16, push through 18 to 20. That's what we are watching for on QS. The next stock that we are watching this week is Rivian. We are watching this EV maker. Because if you can look at Rivian, this stock went down 5 straight days in a row. And on the 5th day, it held the 50-day SMA nicely. And on Friday, it pushed a little bit above it and it held above it nicely. So what we are looking for is for Rivian to hold the 50 SMA, which is around 1365, 1360 area. If this stock holds above the 50 SMA, we are looking for a long position and our next level will be 1450 area right here. And from 1450, the next level will be around 1545. So that's the play for Rivian, hold above 1360 for a long position. The next stock that we are looking at is CMG, Chipotle. I made a video about this stock when it was around $38. The $38 was a strong support on the daily chart. It held at $38. I made a video about buying the dip for a possible trend reversal. And this stock reversed nicely. We moved from $38 all the way to $41.70, which was an incredible move in the past couple of days. So on Friday, it broke above the 50 SMA with a strong volume. If you look at the volume here on the daily chart, this stock broke above the 50 SMA with the strongest green volume in over a month. So what we are looking for is that for CMG to hold above the 50 SMA, which is right now around 4150, 4170 zone. So if it holds above 4150, we are looking for a continuation long, and our next resistance level will be around $43. That's what we are looking for. But this stock has a lot of room. If you have the patience, you can use this stock as a swing trade, a possible swing trade. Give it time to work. I have a lot of call options on this stock. So what I'm watching is a break above 4150 and a push through $43, $45. And from there, we'll be on our way to 50.55. This stock is down over 30% this year. So there's a lot of room for CMG to bounce back. And they also announced a stock $500 million stock buyback. So there is a buy program on this stock that can potentially move it up higher in the coming weeks. And the next stock that we will be looking at is PFE, Pfizer. We made a great trade on this stock from this level here when it broke above 24.50. Last week, when it was breaking through the 50 SMA, we made a great trade on this stock and it's been incredible. So what we are watching for PFE, Pfizer, is to hold above 27. If it holds above $27, it has a lot of room to go. If this stock holds above $27 on Monday, and last week there was a little bit of a shift towards this sector, because the biotech and the healthcare sector, they've been really hit because of what is going on with the Trump administration, the issues with vaccine and stuff. This sector has been down while the tech sector, they've been hitting all-time high. But last week, Pfizer made a deal with the Trump administration. So this stock decided to move to break above some of the support zone that has been consolidating for a while. It broke around this zone here. So we are looking for a push, a continuation this week in this sector. And Pfizer, we are watching Pfizer to push through 27.50 all the way to $30. So that is the play for Pfizer. The next stock that we are watching is also in this same sector, and that is Moderna. This stock was the darling stock during the COVID time when they came up with their COVID vaccine. This stock went all the way up to $300. It was a little bit over $300. But since then, it's been trending downwards and downwards and downwards. And from the beginning of the year, again, the same sector with Pfizer, they had some pressure from the administration. So it hit an all-time low and it settled down here. When I'm looking for beating down stocks that are likely to rebound for a trend reversal signal, one thing that I look for is a U shape. And you can see that this stock is starting to make a U shape. U shape usually signals a change in reversal. If you're a swing trader and you want to look at stocks that are hitting 52-week low and stuff, and you want to see the possibility of a trend reversal, always look for the possibility of a U shape. And you can see that Moderna is starting to form a base U shape. So what we are watching for on this stock is if it breaks, right now the 50-day SMA is around $27. So it's well above it. It pushed through on Thursday. On Friday, it held above it nicely. And so we are watching this stock to hold above $28 on Monday. If it holds above $28, we are going in. We already have a starter position when it broke to the 50 SMA. So if this stock breaks above, it holds above $28, we'll be adding more to the position and be looking to go to $30, $35 in the coming weeks. And this is also for a swing trade. So the next one that we are looking at is UNH, which is also in the healthcare sector, United Health. This stock has suffered a lot this year. It went all the way down from $600 and it came all the way down to $237, but it's been trending upwards. We've made some decent gains on this stock with options. We got the huge break when they announced that Warren Buffett and his company, they've decided to buy shares of United Health. We were in already before that announcement came, and we sold in that news nicely for a nice about 20% gain on our options. We are watching this stock to hold about $355, $360. Right now, it's trading around $360. If it holds $355, $360, this stock will hit $400 by the close of the year. And it has a lot of room to go. The story around the company is starting to turn. The new CEO is starting to turn things around. And also you have to get your eyes peeled because there has been rumors of the CEO wanting to have a meeting with Trump, and we know what that means. All the companies that has meeting with Trump, they end up going higher and higher. Nvidia, Apple, when Apple was struggling, had a meeting with Trump, had a press conference, and right now it's hitting all-time highs. The same with Intel. Intel had the same thing. Intel was struggling. They had the meeting, and right now it's making 52-week high. You have to get your eyes peeled on United Health. There are rumors of such meetings in the pipeline, and you have to be in before the announcement because by that time it'll be too late. But even without it, this stock looks incredibly bullish. The sentiment around the company is changing, and again, the healthcare sector and the biotech sector is changing. Last week there was some form of a rotation, especially on Friday, some form of a rotation from the tech stocks to this sector. So get your eye peeled. That's the next stock that we are watching. UNH, $355, $360 hold, pushing to $380. So the next stock that we are looking at is Marvell. Marvell. I have been also talking about this stock. Look, I have a few strategies. I trade momentum stocks during the day, stocks that are making the most push during the day, upside or downside. But my main bread and butter is beating down stocks. Reason being that they have a low risk. The stock is already down. Marvell, after their earnings, they dropped to $62. This stock was 120 at some point this year. So it dropped to $62 and I started a position again with options, and we've been pushing through 62 all the way. Right now we are trading around $86. So if this stock holds around this level, it's been struggling to break above $87. If it breaks and hold above 87, it tried it a couple of times. It tried it a couple of times last week. You can see from here, it's like a double top. So if it breaks and hold above $87, we are going to 95. The next level for this stock will be around 94, 95 level. Right, so that is what we are watching for on Marvell. And then a few stocks that we are keeping an eye on passively. One of them is Palantir. The reason being that Palantir had a huge sale last week, Friday, on the news about a default on one of their software, but the company came out that it wasn't their direct software, it was from a vendor. So which is kind of like a good news. So what we are looking for is that if it holds the 200 SMA, which is around 168, ideally we would like to see some form of a consolidation around it, making lower highs and lower lows around the 50 SMA. And then the next green volume on the high, that's when we go in. So we are looking passively on Palantir. The next stock that we are passively looking at is AMD. AMD was on our watch list last week for a break above $65 because the 65 is the 50-day SMA. It pulled back into that level. It consolidated a little bit. So we pushed through $65 last week. We went all the way to about $72, but we pulled back in. So the stock pulled back in, and right now it's still hovering around the 50 SMA. Usually when there is a shutdown that takes longer, it affects the growth stock more. And most of the stocks in the tech sector are growth stock. So we would like to just be careful on our position. As long as this shutdown holds, you have to be mindful of the position that you hold, the number of trades that you are taking, and the sizing in general. That's what we are passively looking for on AMD, a hold above the 50-day SMA. The next stock that we are passively looking at is also Meta. This stock has been going down on a downward channel since it hit the highs. If you can see this downward channel right here, it's going down a downward channel since it hit the all-time high, but you can see that it's forming some form of a consolidation. It's holding the support in this area. So what we are looking for is that if this stock is able to hold this level, it's way below the 50-day SMA. So we are looking for Meta to hold up above $700. If this stock holds above $700 and we see a little bit of a turnaround in the overall NASDAQ, then we will take a look at Meta to see if it's feasible for us to go in above $700. And the last but not the least is BBAI. BBAI was on our watch list for last week. We were watching BBAI for a hold of $6, right? $6 was close to the 50-day SMA. We were watching for a hold of $6. This stock held $6 nicely, and it pushed all the way through to $7.30. So it pulled back a little bit, which is a healthy pullback because the pullback volume on Friday wasn't that crazy. It was actually lower than the green volumes on the previous days. And you can see that this is like a form of a hammer candle right here. So we are watching this stock to hold above $7. If BBAI holds above $7, we are going in and we'll be expecting it to break above $8 and then $8.50. All right. So that's it for the video. If you have any stock that you want me to take a look at, you can leave in the comment section below. If you have anything that you want us to discuss, you can also leave in the comment section below. And if you are new here, I would love to again humbly implore you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, let's keep making money.